Hello and welcome to all you Libras out there. Welcome to your monthly horoscope for July 2013 with me, Veerle. Now, this is a very exciting month and an emphasis on Cancer. Now, such an emphasis that I have made a separate video about Jupiter and Lilith, especially Lilith in Cancer. I had many questions about that, so I thought it would be interesting to make a video about specifically Lilith transiting that Cancerian house as well. So check it out if you are interested in that. Now for you Libras, what does it mean? Well, Jupiter will be there in your 10th house for the next year, and Lilith for up until February, around February 2014. But this month, it's also Mars that is in there. It's also Mercury, so the planet of energy. It's also Mercury in there, so the planet of thinking, communication, interacting, selling, etc. And it's going direct again as from the 21st. So anything that has to do with 10th house stuff, and I'll talk about that in a minute, will clear up around the 21st, after the 21st of the month. Also a new moon, a new beginning happening on the 8th of July. So there's a huge beam when it considers your 10th house. Now 10th house, for many people it is their career, it is their work. For many, and in general, if you don't have a job or if you're not working, it's about how other people see you, your social status. The thing that other people see about you when it is linked in a social status. So it can even be, you know, that you are a housewife and have a couple of kids, and that is your society role, you could say. So it's very broad. But as I said, for most people, it's work. It's their career. So many shifts and transformations going on there as well. Now, first of all, I'm going to talk about this Jupiter Lilith in your 10th house. Now, Jupiter is a very positive planet. It gives expansion what it touches. It gives opportunities. It gives, it wants to support. So if you mix that with work and you don't have any job, it can mean, you know, gaining a new job. And that has to do with Jupiter. So maybe something has to do with teaching, or something that has to do with meaning and giving a message. But also nurturing and supporting, because it's in Cancer sign. So that is a very positive transit. Now, what about this Lilith? And now the paradox comes in, because Lilith is the planet of that puts the fist on the table and says, I want my equality. I want my self-interest here. And that's why it's having not an easy time in Cancer, because Cancer is a sign of giving and a sign of nurturing. And Lilith is about, I want, you know, it's about me, self-interest. To check the story about this Lilith a bit more, check out my video. Where does this energy, where does this come from? But it's about very much a strong will to accomplish something. Now, Lilith, where Lilith is where our rejection feelings are. So when it transits the 10th house, especially when you have a Libra rising, it has to do with that as well. So it has to do with energy that you can feel that you are rejected, but you have to do it anyway. That is Lilith. She doesn't care that she is rejected. She goes for it anyway. She has to. It's a battling energy. So that is the paradox. There's a paradox of, on the one side, opportunities of work, or that has to do with your social status, or that has to do with how other people see you. So great expansion there. But on the other hand, don't expect what you are going to do will be mainstream. Don't expect that you will, you know, that you will have a 9-to-5 job, or it can be something like that. Or don't expect that people will praise you for what you do with work. On the contrary, it can mean that you will have to work very hard to continue, because you have this feeling of resentment. And paradoxes are there, certainly not to be solved. That's not the meaning of a paradox. A paradox is there because it's opposing energies. And here they have to merge because it's in a conjunction even, this Jupiter and Lilith. So these energies have to be merged, and next month in August, it's going to oppose Pluto. It's going to oppose Pluto in your 4th house. So it has to do with your roots as well. It has to do with who you are on a very deep level as well. It has to do with your structures, with your foundations, and with the truthfulness about that, and feeling rejected in some kind of way, maybe by parents, by a family, or whatever, but with saying, hey, I don't care, I have to stand up for my own interest. So these are not negative energies, but they are mixed together in a sign that, especially for Lilith, having a bit of a hard time, but with Jupiter there, it can, and having a good time, it can help to balance these two out and to become a stronger person, because that's basically the energy of Lilith, to become strong, to become strong-willed. And we all have to do that in a particular area of our life, because the planets are reflecting that. And for you, it probably has to do with those areas that I just described. So I wish you all the best, you Libras out there. And so check the video out if you're interested about Lilith. If you want a private consultation, check out the link as well. And very interesting, I hope, for some people, if you want to learn astrology. I'm going to teach it, and through the internet as from September. If you are interested, check out the link below quickly, because I'm not going to do the class bigger than 10 people actually, because otherwise it becomes, you know, with the video, with the interaction, it becomes too complicated. I will do repetitions, so I will do that on a regular basis. So please, if you are interested, let me know. Thank you very much for watching, you Libras. Have a good time and see you next month. Bye bye.